Good morning. Good morning. Fix my camera here. Okay, so what is going on here? Hang on. Yeah, I'm gonna have Scott look at this weekend. There we go. That's the best I can. There. Oh, okay. It's just a white paper. All right. So I have this. It's printer paper. Scott's work years ago was throwing it away, and I bet you he got me 10, 15 packs. We gave some to Dad. I went through mine, and guess what I discovered when Dad. Yeah. So I want to make just. I'm going to use hopefully only 3 colors. That's the pinks and the reds. But I want to see how many ATCs I can get per sheet. Sorry about that. Of course. There we go. All right. Per sheet. So I knew how many to make. So you have to remember, I always flip mine over. So I'm giving some space. So yeah, 6 each. 1, 3. So 3 sheets. That works so good. Probably room to spare, but that's all right. So because one, 2, and 3. All right. So I'm just gonna take one, and we're just gonna lay the paint down at first, and then I'll stencil. And I'm just using pinks and reds in no particular order. We're just gonna get the paint down and go from there. I really like this. Is one of my it's the magenta by Art Smiths. I think this is Joanne's paint. I love this color. It's one of my faves. Scott's out working. I laughed so hard. He's telling me he picks up a little girl yesterday. And she says to him, "Hello." And from school. Scott says she's about 7 in that age bracket. And Scott goes, "Well, hello." And she goes, I need to be upfront with you. And he goes, "Okay. My name is not Jocelyn. And he goes, "Okay. What is your name?" "My name is Jazzy. Please don't refer me to Jocelyn." Scott goes, "Okay. Not a problem, Jazzy." And she goes, "And by the way," Scott goes, "Yes. I hope you don't get lost like the last driver." And the lady standing there is the grandmother. Because she's a little feisty, she told Scott. And the grandmother says to Scott, if, if, if she gets sassy, you tell her, you don't talk to me like that. Don't let her get away with that. She thinks she can get away with that stuff. Because she's the apple of her dad's eyes and he's a single father. She goes and I told him you better nip that in the butt now because eventually she will be a teenager. We have to go get my brother. And Scott goes, thought he missed something, so he kind of pulls to the side of the road, and there's nothing in it about picking up a brother. Well, she was adamant. They had to go get her brother. So Scott's like, I call my boss just to double check. And he's like, no, not today. When they had the snow day last week, was half a day of school. they let school out early. The driver went and got her and her brother. So she just assumes now that they have to go get her brother. But Scott said she was a little pistol that one, he said. Grandma says, "Now you don't eat those pretzels in this gentleman's car." I won't. Scott says, boom. Next thing you know, she's opening the pretzels. And Scott goes, "Didn't your grandma tell you not to eat pretzels in my vehicle?" She says, "But I was going to share." Grandma texts Scott, "How was she?" Scott goes, "She was fine. She was cute as a button." Funny, though. She tells Scott. Scott couldn't remember the joke, but she told Scott a joke. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the back, and then I'm going to grab the next one. So this dries a little bit, and then we'll grab it back. Wow. It's kind of a lighter pink. Oh. Oh. Hmm. Oh. No, not Jazzy. My name's not Jocelyn. It's... Oh, no, I can't remember. It's not Jazzy. I'll have to ask Scott, but it was so cute. I was laughing. He had me laughing last night. My name's not Jocelyn. It's... Oh, now I can't remember what you told me. I think I messed up her name. We need to find red. I need red wine. There you go. So, gotta have reds. Valentine's Day. Pinks and reds. I guess I could have added a little purple, but that's all right. They're only going to turn in backgrounds, and I'm going to cover them, so... Josie. That's what it was. Not Jazzy. Josie. My name is not Jocelyn, it's Josie. Please refer to me like this. All right, so we're going to put this one behind me. Actually, I'm sitting right there. I'm going to grab the next one. Hi, Miss Cat. Damn girl that put you on my community tab, and we'll be right back. Thanks for putting the link in the group. Oh, you're welcome. This time we're going to try a different way. So using a brush, I'm going to get my credit card. And we're just going to go a different way. I like getting different looks. I made my first papers since being back last night. I'll send you a pic to see what you think. Ah, okay. I'm so glad you didn't say, okay, I don't know how to word this. I had a stroke and I'm not going to go back to doing what I used to. Because a lot of people get like that. And I'm so glad you're not doing that. That you're like, okay, I'm not going to give up. I love my father-in-law, but he just kind of threw in the towel wire the last few years of his life. We couldn't get him. And we had to, the thing is, I don't know how to put this. I loved him, don't get me wrong. But it's like he just gave up. He didn't want to go anywhere anymore. It's like, I always thought, I said this guy, he didn't have us. He would have been so isolated just in this house by himself. Stubborn side kicked in and said, "Girlie, get busy." I'm glad. I mean, there was nothing me and Scott, we tried all the time to get Dad to. He used to go meet the old guys from the mill for breakfast. That stopped. He used to go to the little, he went to a Catholic school when he was a little boy. A whole bunch of them would get together once a month. He quit doing that all of a sudden. It was just, he just stopped. We talked to us, we thought, okay. Scott went with him to the doctor. And then they get there. Scott would be like, "Dad, I'd like to speak to your doctor." Then he'd be like, "You don't need to speak to my doctor. I just need a ride." Yeah, and sometimes it was easier just to let him do his thing than argue with him because we're the ones that have to live with him basically. But he could have had could have did so much more in the last 3 years of his life than he chose to. It's the best way I could put it. But he missed my mother-in-law so much that he said that he wasn't fighting anymore and he was done. There was nothing that Scott grandkids could do. That was in his mind, and that's where it went, and that's where he stayed. Yeah. Well, even when we noticed me and Scott noticed. Well, Christmas time. Somebody unplugged his damn oxygen machine. Wasn't so they could plug in a damn cell phone. He didn't plug it in. He noticed it. Instead of saying something to me or Scott or even Sam, because Sam and I were here. Sam was here. I was here that week. He got it in his head because he knew Scott and I were doing majority of everything. And he couldn't count on his daughter. And he'd make excuses for her. There was none for Scott. Okay. So instead of saying something to me when I seen him, me and Sam were literally in his house. He never said a word to Sam and I that his oxygen machine was unplugged in and he really needed to use it because he didn't want to bother us. That was his thing. That was his newest thing in the last probably 6 months to his life. Always. I didn't want to burden you. I didn't want to bother you. And I'd always say to him, you're not a burden, you're a blessing. But you can't, like the doctor told me one time when we talked to the doctor. His doctor came to the house when he went on hospice. Please get better for me. You got to. That was it. It had to. Yep. Yeah. Those little ones hit the heartstrings. But he told us straight up we can't make Dad do anything easy. He ain't gonna wanna. So after that little scare, I think it was like the 12th of January, he finally got scared himself that he actually called me and told me, Tina, my oxygen machine's not working. Can you come down? And I didn't know how to use the big oxygen machine he had, but I knew how to use the jugs or whatever, the canisters, because he had one to go out and about with. So I knew I can get that going and tell, because I didn't know. I thought it broke or something. Well, I let Scott know. It was so funny, Kathy. Scott's in bed sleeping. I'm like, Scott. And he's like, what, baby? I said, Dad just called. He said his oxygen machine's not working. I'm headed down there. I'm going to get him on his travel one. Call and figure out what's going on. So, and he's like, okay. He's in bed. So I start walking. And the next thing I know, Scott's passing me, running past me faster than I'm like, oh, Jesus. He jumped out of bed, threw on some clothes, and ran past me to get down here. He beat me down here. I was like, Jesus. Well, then they discovered it was only unplugged. And then it only discovered it's been unplugged since right after Christmas. So I wrote note. I kind of know. I figure we knew who did it. But we wrote notes. Do not unplug this plug-in. Oh. Scott's sister came over. And she's like, oh, she happened to pop in. And she's like, what the hell? I'm like, yep. She was there too. She's like, that's when we said something to him. Because Sue was there also. She's like, you could have said something to me. I could have, it's not that big a deal to plug in a machine. And that's not that. Yeah. it got to that point where it was like, okay, something's got to be done. And then me and Scott came to him and we told him in the spring we were moving in with him. He had no choice, or we had to bring in help. And there was always an issue with my sister-in-law. That's if Scott and I lived with him. She didn't like it. Dad didn't want to ripple the waters. Well, she wasn't here, and that's what we finally said to him. But she's not here, Dad. It's us. Doesn't matter. She don't come up here. She comes up once a year to see you. It's us that are doing this. It's getting too hard on me. It's getting too. And Scott said, Dad, it's just getting too hard on me, too hard on Tina to be back and forth. So we'll get a storage unit, put our stuff in storage. Tina and I will be ours. We'll just be living there and assisting you. We're not going to take over your house, but well, that didn't last long. He made up his mind. So I'm starting my papers for Valentines ATCs. I'm in your swap, and I plan on sending Valentines out. And get it ahead of the game. So you had a new subscriber from me? That's cool. Yeah, I said that on my video. I was like I should mention that. Sabrina mentioned it too. And that's what made me dawn it, because I watched Sabrina's video right before I was doing my video yesterday, or late last night. I couldn't sleep. So I got up and did the videos from the ATC swaps I received. I got from Sabrina and Deidre. I was going to link your Facebook group, but I don't know if you're okay with it. I meant to ask you that and I forgot. Now that you're on here, I'll ask you. I was going to link the Facebook group too, just in case somebody wants to contact you. But then I realized when I was looking at your page this morning when I was watching it, you got it there anyways. So if they go over, they can see your Facebook group right there too. Absolutely. Okay, I can do that. So we got some hearts. Scott was laughing at me this morning. He startled me. I have an alarm on this door. It's just when you open the back door, it's just this thing Dad had and it goes beep, 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 beep. Because last week he got me. So I turned it on. It's been hanging and we have not yet to move. I think I moved it to wash the door when I was cleaning. So I got that. But this morning, I just literally woke up. I was upstairs, still waking up. And all of a sudden, I look out the window and I see the van in the driveway. So I'm thinking he's not in the house yet. And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, it's Scott. Maybe we can have breakfast. And he goes, nope, baby. He startled the living hell out of me because I didn't realize it came up the stairs. I'm only here for about 20 minutes. I'm like, geez. He's like, sorry. But tomorrow, where he picks up, what did he tell me? He picked up 5 kids this morning, 5 different locations to go to one location. Tell your folks if they subscribe to make sure they say you sent them. They are new. Yes, you both get entered in a different giveaway. That's cool. Yep, I will mention that. And picked up 5 kids, 5 different places to take to one location. Because I played this stupid game and I had to change my debit. I ain't going to go into details. Right now, I don't have my debit card in my account. So we have to get to the bank. We were supposed to do it Monday, but he forgot. And so tomorrow, he told his boss, I need an hour off tomorrow. And his boss is like, okay. He goes, my wife says she needs to go get her debit card, he goes. And he's got to put money in my account, too. So he gets paid. I found out he gets paid on Thursdays. Because I asked him, when do you get paid? He goes, Thursdays. I'm like, oh, okay. But, his boss goes, well, it should be an easy day on Friday because there's no school in most of the area where Scott picks up. Scott says, well, that's cool because Tina's like about to have my hide. Why? She doesn't have her debit card. She has to get that all changed up. And I thought I had too many stencils. You broke the bank on it. Oh, I love stencils. Yeah. I have a thing for stencils. And it's probably the one thing I do spend money on is stencils. And most of them, I get some from Joggles. And I love Diane Rivalry. So I got a lot of Delusions. And then I pick them up here and there. I just got a mess load at a thrift store not long ago. I bet you the pack was like that full for $1. They came home with me. And I got the 12 by 12 like that Casey was using yesterday. I got a whole thing of 12 by 12s too. But it's the one thing when you're doing mixed media, stencils are the word, stencils are the thing you use a lot of. And I got little itty bitty ones. I have them usually organized, but that don't last long. I give up. Is that the same stencil? Then I come across where you look at it and you're like, Nope, they're two different ones. Okay. Like this, I have a couple of. I should put that there because I bought that grab bag not long ago, and I got 3 of them, and it was 3 of everything. So I'm gonna have a giveaway and birthday giveaway. All right. Here's the other one I was looking for right there. Cool. All right, I think I got them all. Yeah, paint getting low. I have to pick that color up. No, I ain't picking up until I use up. That's right. No, even if I like it. Oh, I use too much paint. That's all right. It'll all look good in the long run. I didn't dab. I forgot to dab. Better. Much better. Can't really see that one. Okay. Let's do. I'm paying. That's good. I do that a lot. And if my hands, I try, I'll be like in the middle of something. My mouse, I mean, look at my mouse, Kathy. That explains it all. I'll watch a lot of videos and I can't comment because I got so much pain on my fingers. My son is so upset with me because he bought me this keyboard and mouse. And yeah. It's like, Mom. I'm like, I said, well, I'm sorry. I'm a painter. I'm a Mixmedia. It's bound to happen. Because he won it. He didn't need it. So he gave it to me. I said, well, I said to him, it's loved. Well, I tell everybody, I said to Scott, I'm going to make a sign for my door. And it's going to say, beware, wet paint in area. Because it never fails. I don't know what is it with my daughter that she can't. I tell her that all the time. Don't send the kids in good clothes here. So now if they come to the house and they're staying for a while, Dama makes them go up and put long t-shirts on. Because they're bound to get paint on them. I told her. I said, I can't tell you my fault. That's yours. A lot of hearts. That's for sure. Oops, wrong color. Wrong bottle. There we go. Oh. I can't believe it's already the 20th. Or no, 18th. 18th today. Close enough to the 20th of January. Time flies. Hi, Pam. Good morning. I gotta move stuff to get stuff. I'll be right back. I'm not leaving the room though. What are you ladies doing today? I show my boots. So I had a Timo order that I ordered when I was on painkillers, and I didn't remember, but this is what little things I got for my boots. They were supposed to go through here, but the ring's too small, so I put it right there. I think it looks kind of cool. Can't believe I bought them because they actually have a skull in the center. You see? I don't like skulls. I thought they were, yeah. I got a lot for $300 pair of boots. Remember my riding boots? $300 pair of boots. And I got a $2 butterfly thing hanging off that Scott says. He wasn't that first gonna let me do it. He's like, it should be Harley. And I'm like, sorry, I don't see no Harley charms for my boots. He goes, I guess we'll have to go to the trade fair. I'm getting my stamps up, so yeah, got my Valentines up the other day. I put all my holidays in a section of the basement instead of trying to keep them all in my craft room. Oh. I just get them all the bed. I thought I had more of. That's interesting. Oh. I'm still here. I'm getting it out. Oh my god, I got a little dome I could paint in here. It's kind of cool when you decide to go back it's a year later and you look at the stuff and you're like, oh, forgot about that. Or why the hell did I buy that? I'm missing a stamp set. Huh. I wonder where I got that. Well, it ain't on that shelf, that's for sure. I'm gonna have to do some searching. I know I have more than this for Valentine's stamps. I know I do. Oops, where am I? Okay. Alright. If YouTube let us talk to so when we were working with them, we can still chat. I know. That's why today when I woke up, I was like, what am I going to do today? And I thought, you know what? I'm going to work on my Valentines. I don't do much. Me and Scott don't even celebrate Valentine's Day. My philosophy is I'd rather be thought about 365 days a year than just one. Like yesterday, I didn't even mention it to him. I drink Pepsi. It's my soda. And I was out of Pepsi. I had one can when I woke up. It's like my coffee. And I'm trying to drink less of it. Because I really don't drink coffee, but I drink, what's that tea? Can't remember it. I'm drinking more of that than anything lately. So he came home and he brought me Pepsi. And I'm like, I didn't even mention it to him, but he just knew I needed soda. I needed Pepsi. I needed Pepsi. That's what I care about. Then one day a year, I get a card and some roses. And I told this guy's got me roses, so make me wrong. But my philosophy on flowers is they die. To pay that price when they just die? Are you crazy? Tell them that. Don't buy me roses. Don't buy me flowers. No. Just don't do it, I say. Well, I got hot glue on my pen. So I just got just these little hearts here and there. The little hugs, love, be mine. That's weird. She knows it's my addiction. So still here. No cleaning. Oh, it'll be there later, Kathy. That's why I say that all the time. I mean, me and Scott, between us, we don't make a lot of dishes. So we looked at the counter the other day and there was like maybe 4 dishes. That ain't work. I mean, they're nicely rinsed and I set them tidy. It was Monday. Scott had off on Monday because nothing was open on Monday. He didn't get one call. And I walked downstairs and I said, I'm talking to myself. I talk to myself a lot. When you're in your house by yourself, you talk to yourself a lot. So downstairs, and I'm like, well, if Scott has off today, I have off today. I don't got that many dishes. I turned around, I had 3 on the stove. And Scott goes, just leave them, baby. You can get them tomorrow. I'm like, okay. So this is have a free night. So I did this one a little different. Like I did that one. But it'll so full by the time I'm done. I made him dinner and he couldn't even eat. I mean, I make him dinner every day, but he got home. He had such a day yesterday. And he had a ride last night. And he gets a lot of handicapped. Like last week, he got picked up a lady at a drug and alcohol center, and she asked Scott, "You have $5?" And Scott goes, and Scott's like, "No, what? I was gonna have you stop so you can buy me a little bottle of vodka." And she just got out of an alcohol 24-hour hold. So last night, Scott's got this lady. Went and picked her up. He has to bring her to some institution. And handed Scott the paperwork from the one institution that he got her from. She says to Scott, I have to go to the bathroom. This one is a pack. You got them on Amazon. You got a whole stack of them. I got, let's see. Yeah. And I think I paid $12. I know there's probably a few more that are stuck here, but that's from that stack. If I can remember and find it, I'll share it with you. It was a while ago, but Amazon. They had different sizes. I went with the biggest size they had. So Scott stops at a Quick Trip, and she's grabbing everything. And Scott's like, "What are you doing?" And so you're supposed to be in here to go to the bathroom. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. And then she goes, "You have to help me in the bathroom." Scott's like, "That's not in my job description." And she's causing a stir that somebody asked her, "Do you need us to call the police?" And she, like, Scott was harassing her. Scott goes, "I'm the driver. She's my fare, and if she don't stop it, I'm leaving," he says. So some random lady helped this lady into the bathroom. The lady comes on and says, "She didn't have to go. She told me as soon as we got in there, I don't have to go. I just wanted something to drink." So Scott's like, "You got any money?" No. Scott bought her a drink. He told his boss, he goes, "What the hell are you sending me on?" Scott telling him. So they gave Scott his money. Turn in the receipt for the soda. Because that's what, or whatever else, because they'll charge the company that they were hired to pick this gal up. But yeah, Scott says, "I told my boss, I am not a healthcare worker. Scott goes, "I'm a cab driver. I am not equipped, or do I want to be?" So Scott says, "I suggest when you know the pickup's a female from now on, you have a female driver for them." Because Scott's like, "No, you don't pay me enough," Scott told him. Then she refused to get out of the van when she got to the destination. They had to come and get her. Yeah. Scott's like, "I don't want to be," how do you put that? "I don't want to come off mean, but it's like," he goes, "this is not what he expected when he took this job, that he would be," like he says, "picking up alcoholics and drug user and mentally challenged that are going from one," like he picked her up at one institution and brought her to a next one. Another one. Because I guess they don't, Scott goes, "I don't get it. Why they keep moving. This is not the first time he's picked up people like this. Why they keep moving them around to different places." I said, "It's probably the states. It's probably the insurance." He goes, "Wait." I said, "The insurance probably says, oh, you can only stay so far. So then they or so stay so long. So they discharge him and they put him, and then she goes to a different place. So now it's a whole different thing." He goes, "Are you kidding me?" I said, "That's how it works. Because that's how it is." I said, "Instead of letting a person stay in a place for longer than 25, 24 hours, 48 hours, whatever it is, insurance says, yep, put them back on the street." So what they do is they just take them, switch them all around all these different centers because they just charge, and then they charge them, then they're put in again. And it starts all over. He goes, "Oh my God." I'm like, "Yeah, that's our system." He didn't realize that. I go, "Yeah. Because they don't want them to stay and cost more money. So let's just swap them out through different centers." He goes, "Well, last night was the worst one." I looked at the lady that said, "Do you want me?" She asked the lady, "Do you want me to call the cops?" "Yes." Scott goes, "Go right ahead." Then he goes, "Because I'm just a driver. It can get somebody else then." He called his boss immediately. He's like, "If the cops get called on me, I'm done for doing my job because she's got some issues." Scott said. Scott goes, "I have her paperwork in the car if you'd like to see it." Are you late? And then the lady goes, are you a relative? Scott goes, no, I'm a taxi driver. I was hired to bring her to another place. I don't know her. I don't even know her. All I have is her first name. Oh, yeah. Oh, I told Scott I'd have looked at her and told her to mind her own damn business. Scott goes, I was about to. And I was about to leave her little ass, too. She didn't get in the van. He goes, so I'm not stopping at gas stations anymore, he says. He told his boss, I'm done stopping at gas stations. So I suggest they send him with a drink. But he's like, wow. He couldn't get over that. I'm like, yeah. They're probably on state insurance, and state insurance says they can't stay. So they discharge them and they take them to a different place, and then it starts all over. How it works. All right. Okay. I always try to do my backgrounds different every time. Happy Valentine's Day. And it may be lost once I cut it, but it might not be. So I'm just randomly doing it off to the side. Yeah. There, that one's done. Now this one I'm going to do a little different. I'm going to put the white down first. Quiet morning in the chat. Everybody's sleeping in on a Thursday. Was there a sale going out somewhere? Okay. There we go. Some of that. Put that over here in the water. So I can clean it after. All right. I'm going to use all the paint up I have on my palette. Okay. Go in there too. They don't look different, but they are different hearts. Every edge. Okay. All right, put that one in there. Washed. And just have a little bit of maroon, and we can maybe get a little bit on. You can't even really see it anyways, but that's all right. Okay. There we go. Put that in there. Okay. Put that in there. All right. Now. All right. Cool. All done. That. And now I'm just going to give this good blow dry. I can't wait for tomorrow, Kathy. Because I gotta get my debit, go in and change my debit card on Amazon. And I'm ordering my glue sticks. Those ones like you got. Someone forgot about them this morning. I know. I've come to realize that too. I kind of just wait. I look for certain people that I watch. If they're live, I'll wait. If there's somebody that doesn't really come into my chat, I don't go. I don't worry about it. But like you, if you were live and I was going to go on and I saw that you were live, I'd go in yours. I wouldn't go live, especially if you're live before me. Now, you go live, because there's times that I've gone live, literally started live, and I'll realize somebody else was, oh, look at Miss Cat's live. Wait a minute. I looked. She wasn't live. It's like it's all come timing. But then you got people that are on 8-10 hours. Well, you know what? I ain't. Yeah. Nope. I go when I wanna. I don't usually have a set time. I go either. I go random. I couldn't go for 10 hours. I think the top I went for is 6. But I'm glad that you're giving it good, because I wouldn't buy it if you didn't say it was a good. I won't be buying these Elmer ones anymore. That's for sure. I'm gonna go wash my hands real quick. These are practically dry, so that's that one. That's that one. And that's that one. They're all my Valentines backgrounds for my ATCs. Put my paint away. I'm gonna need that. Get that out of my way. Go wash my hands. And then we're gonna do ATCs. And I'm not doing a lot on my ATCs because I want to mail them out just with a stamp. So next month there will only be a few little goodies in. Not like this first initial one. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Yeah, I noticed that too. And some folks will go live for spite when I go live, but you know what? When I start doing it again, I'm going to say, screw it. Yep, and go. Yeah, just do it. Even if I'm like, Kathy, go for it. That's the way I look at it. And there's times I go from watching, I'll put up one person on my tablet and one person on my laptop. I watch them both. But you'd never be able to go live if so just go for it. Don't worry about I could use the words of my husband, but it's a sassy word. Because I went through a lot this year with losing friend, one I thought was my best friend, basically. And I'm like, my newest thing is, screw it. I'm not putting myself out there anymore. I'm not going out of my way. I'm going to do me, and I'm not going to worry about everybody else around me like I used to. Because I only got burnt in the ass anyways. I ain't doing it. No more. I'm going to trim this one a little bit. I don't need it that wide. There we go. Get this a little straighter. No, this one gone too far. It went too far, Kathy. I can't. Yep. Not this time. Yep. Yep. Sometimes I'll go in and I'll kind of go like this, so I don't have this much bulk. But most times I don't worry about it. I thought so too. I really did. I really thought the same thing. Didn't know I was, I don't really want to get into it, but I agree with you. I thought we were good together. But I guess not. That's all right. I look at it this way: as long as she's happy, I'm happy. I wish her the best. But that ship has sailed and won't come back. So I'm doing, I think, 15. 5 extra than what I plan to send. I hope to send out. Yep. I don't bring it. Yep. And if I shortchange myself on the back, like I did here, it's where these little pieces come in that I save. Because I just eyeball. I don't measure when it comes to folding this stuff. So what I'll do is I'll just grab a little chunk. There we go. And if I see any little white edges like that, I'll just go off real close to the edge and cut that off. There we go. And then I missed the part I put this. I put it on. Oh, well. That's funny. Oh well. But I could probably cover that up with my information anyways. Your back is blank. Because I just think it's neater. It's a finished look. It's just something I do. I know I get asked that. I just like the fact that when I put my information, I have a border. Yeah. Ooh, this one's tight, but it's all the way. I don't know how it managed that, but oh well. Yep. You're not the first person that's asked me that. And I just like the finished look. Okay. I miss bingo, Kathy. I enjoyed bingo. Win or lose, I had fun playing bingo. And the bingo games out there, I won't go in. One has too much drama on it. Because I was like, oh, bingo. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah. And the other two I don't even want to discuss. So, but yeah. I came back, because I didn't do a lot of YouTube this summer. I was so busy. I mean, 2023, you go back and you look, you'll see this random like house update videos. I didn't do a lot of crafting. I did do some journaling when I had an off day, but I didn't do a lot of YouTube at all. I was too busy. I was repainting the house. I was moving. My husband had a heart attack, and I came back on. I was like, what the hell happened to these people? It's like, what did I miss, man? Some of these channels are like, just nuts. Where's the crafters? Yeah, I noticed that too. I was in one, and I won't say who it is. And I will say, there was somebody in chat, okay? There was this bickering back and forth between, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4 women, maybe. I'm not positive. But I wasn't in chat. I was watching it. I don't comment on channels like that. But I was watching it because I got a message, go check this out. So I'm like, oh my God. But one was claiming that she started bingoing, blah, 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 and on and on and on, okay? They're arguing. She's arguing and explaining the whole world what's going on and what's happening, okay? Somebody in chat goes, no, you didn't. You didn't start bingo. And she went, pardon? You didn't start the bingo. Kathy's World and Friends did. So get your story straight. And I was like, ooh, smack. Because I only known you to ever play bingo. Then all of a sudden, everybody started doing it. Well, this person in chat, let this other person know. Don't sit there and say you started it and it was all your idea, because guess what? Yeah. And I was like, woo! I was like, all I could picture is these women in the middle of a parking lot duking it out. It was just crazy. And my whole thing is, I'm sitting here thinking, it's a bingo. It's bingo. It's supposed to be fun. And if this is what this is going to be, I don't want to play bingo on your channel. So I didn't. I won't. But I was like, wow. That's when I was first coming back on YouTube, that, things settled down a little bit, that I could actually sit and do what I'm doing. And I was like, damn, what the hell did I miss this summer? Where's all these people that it's just crazy that they're just bickering about each other's channels. I can't get over this channels sitting both live, two different people live, having each other's lives up, bickering back and forth in their live about that channel, and this channel's bickering about that channel. I was like, what the hell? Right, and I didn't start it either. Johnny, the Cajun reseller, who I asked if I could do it too, because I've always played it the channel. See, I didn't know Johnny until you told me about Johnny. Yeah. Does he still do it? But like me, I thought you started it because I follow you. I don't follow Johnny. So, even that, How would I know Johnny started it? Because I don't know Johnny. But this person knew you. And so you got defended on a YouTube, somebody's live stream over all these women every Monday, I think it is. Okay. Um, you got defended in somebody's YouTube argument. I mean, I was like, what the hell did I'm like, if this is what that community's like now, I don't want any part of it. I knew you were, dealing with your health issues. I just think these women are plumb crazy. I think they all need to go back and reevaluate their themselves. Because I tell you, I think drama's the new thing on channels. I'm like, if that's the way to get views, I don't want it. I don't want it. I turned them off. I don't even give them my time. Because then one night I was watching it, I was telling Scott, come and watch this. And he was watching it. I said to Scott, it's like, where are these women's logic? It's like, come on. And I said, I said, he goes, why are you watching it? I go, I don't know. You get sucked in because you ain't comment. I said, no, I don't comment on these. I said, I ain't getting involved in this. Nope. Ain't happening. But it's like, people are nuts. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of that. I can't go to bingo because all the talking, I missed some numbers. Called out the talking and getting it on. About it. I can't go on bingo because all the talking, I missed some numbers called, and talking is getting online. Some others nerves because trust me, they messaged me about it. Oh yeah. That's when you have to have somebody you can rely on to be there for bingo games. The numbers go up, and somebody also puts them on in chat. But then everybody finds fault, or this person's winning too much. Well, they picked the right numbers. It's rigged. Like, how the hell is bingo rigged? You see it right in front of you. It's just like your giveaways. Last month, so-and-so won. This month, so-and-so won. And it's just how the numbers fly. And I look at it this way, and you can tell whoever writes this email, or if you get a complaint about that, Kathy, you tell that person, persons, the more and you say it, the more comments you get, the more entries you get, is my understanding about that, your giveaway. So if I only comment 5 times, and let's say John over there comments 30 times, he's likely to have more chance of winning than my 5 times. Oh, that's your niece? well, good for her. She follows her aunt. It'd be no different if Diamond came in every video and commented and she won. I didn't realize that was your niece. Why you change the rules to fit, I go through that when my kids were in school. I'd be like, what about the rest of us that feels this way? Why is this one group of 10 feel this way, and you got a group of 50 that feels this way, but the group of 10, it's going to be their way? You know? It's just how. No. Yep. I really cut this one big. Sorry. Just trim a little bit. Be grateful that you're even having giveaways. You don't have to do giveaways, and you do a lot of giveaways. And that's money out of your pocket. They should be grateful for just a chance. Many times I was like one number off from winning Bringo. Well, now that I'm getting notifications for your channel, I'm thinking all this time you weren't making videos. Well, hi, TJ. Friday, Therese. Right? Yeah. God, it's been so long. Until you started coming on here and I noticed your name and I went into your channel. I'm like, what the hell? I'm not even... Why my bell was gone? I don't understand YouTube. I have bells for people. They take the bell off people that I watch and they leave ones up. I was like, come on. What the hell, YouTube? Quit messing with my channel. Just like I changed did I? Shoot, I think I did. I changed the frequency of the commercials. I don't have a choice anymore. They get 3 stages, I guess. Well, a friend of Tammy's, I can't remember her name at the moment, told me where to go and change that. So I got it where I shouldn't be getting a lot of commercials anymore. Hopefully it worked. How are you? It's been a long time. I had to go unsubscribe, delete, and resubscribe her because I never gotten... Yeah. Yep. She was a newbie. I didn't know her. I subscribed to her last night when I did her video. I hope it's the right channel. Because I meant to ask that in chat what her icon looked like, but I'm thinking I got the right person. It's like they took it's been a while. They took 800 hours from me, Kathy. 800 hours. Just gone. Don't know why. I didn't think I'd ever get past 1,500 this year. Because I went in and I'm like, oh, I'm at almost 2,000 hours. So I was like, okay, I got 2,000 hours to get from here to there. I went back in and I'm like, where'd 800 hours go? I have no idea. Just gone. I'm like, damn, YouTube. Can't leave anything and it's working alone. So, you'll never get there. Rita, I'm going. I probably won't either. I'll be honest with you. I just want to get there to get my money, and then I ain't worried about it because I'm sitting on $100 and some. Because I earned that money. I deserve that money. And I don't think you should have to wait to get paid when you get all your hours in. I think once you they should pay you regardless. And if they don't want to, they should have to pay me interest. That's why I need to start doing lives again because it's pointless to be monetized and never get paid. Yep. I'm lucky I make $100 every 6 months. I don't have a big enough channel. But I heard even if you have a big channel, you really don't get a lot either. It's getting other sources that's how you get it. Yep. I think they're doing that on purpose to get channels like you and I off monetization. So that's my theory. Well, like I told Arteza, I called Arteza and I asked because I wanted to check their markers out before I bought them. I only asked for like maybe two or one to be sent to me. I color a lot. So I wanted to know if they could send me a sample of their marker just to check the tips out. I didn't care what color before I invested that kind of money in Arteza. And this woman goes to me, well, you have to have 5,000 subscribers before we even give free product out for your channel. I'm like, I get that. I'm only asking for one marker. I said, I don't know why you give the bigger channels your free product. I said, you should be giving your product to a smaller channel who is actually going to use it. I said, and I can show a YouTuber. I just watched it. A perfect example where this lady got your markers, did a demonstration, still went back to using her Copics, and not 2 weeks later sold that free markers you gave her on a sale. The lady goes, what? I'm like, yeah. So wouldn't it be better, I said, to give it to a channel that's limited in funds, like I am, and who I would use your product steady, advertise your product, because I have to save to buy these markers. I will never use a Copic because I think Copics are just too damn expensive. I have a few I got at in a D-Chef sale, but you would rather send it to a high end because people are seeing it more. But she's not using your marker again. She sold them. Yeah, that's what I said. I'll never be at 5K. And so she said she contacted me to another guy in the advertising department of Arteza. He sent me actually 10 markers. I think I'm going to cut this one too short. And I bought the whole bundle. He gave me a good coupon too. And I've never bought them again. Because I think, yep, I cut this too short. No major deal. I didn't use them. I used them, but I won't buy them again. I spent a lot of money on those markers. But yeah. Don't get me wrong, they're a good product, but I can do as much damage with a $10 bunch of markers. Then I think I paid $60 for the whole set. Yeah. I can do damage with the Del Cheapo markers off Timo than the same thing I can do with Arteza. So I don't buy expensive markers in it. I won't anymore. Coloring is coloring if you know how to color. There we go. Okay. Yeah, but sometimes it might be just YouTube taking them away too. I've lost subscribers and thinking, Jesus, people, where'd you go? I know I lost. I didn't lose. Okay. Actually, I gained subscribers this summer. And I was like, why? I think they all came thinking there would be, you know what would happen and what's going on. I think they all thought there would be something from me on my channel, and there wasn't. I really believe, because I was like, I gained like 10, 20. I was like, what the hell? Bingo people? Yeah. I'm thinking you ain't gonna see nothing on my channel. So yeah, might as well go home. Like, I was talking to Diamond yesterday. I was on this. I don't even know why it came up, so I went in on it. I was like, oh my god, I'm out of here. But I watched it for a few minutes. You know this, the new subject of identify as, you know, it don't add up to me. But whatever you want to do. You know, if you don't affect me, I don't care what you do. So I asked Diamond. I said, Diamond, what's the average height of a woman? She goes 5'4", 5'5". Okay. I said, if you're 5'6", she goes, that's probably above average height. She goes, but I'm not positive. Why? I said, I'm in this chat and they're having, I said, I just was watching it. I said, I'm in this live. I'm not commenting. She goes, yeah. I said, there's a lady in there that's 5'7". She goes, okay. She wants to be identified as a small person. And Deb goes, what? I go, yeah. Like little people. She wants to be, because I said she clarified it. I said, because Diamond's friend Savannah is only 4'1". She's short. She has to have her seats and her pedals in her cars usually adjusted so she can drive. She drive them. She's classified as a little person, basically. I said, what the hell? I said, is this world coming to? And she goes, she wouldn't be classified as a small person in medical field, Mom. She's over 5 foot. Now, Savannah, who is Diamond's friend, she tiny. She little. I call her Smurf. Yeah. But I just like, so Diamond, I said, and Diamond's like, where is this? So Diamond going in, she goes, these people are whacked. I go, I know. It's like, what the hell are you people on? What's it? It's like, I told Diamond, I was like, what? Did I said, it's like I went to bed, woke up in a whole different world. It's like, and then I didn't know Savannah was at her house. Savannah goes, I'm a tiny person. I'm a little person. She don't even worry about it. She says, I'm just me. I'm short, and I've been short all my life, you know? She goes, what is this? She's like, what do they think they're going to gain? I said, that's my question. I said, that's what I want to know. Why would, you know, I said, like, the hell did I go into? Yeah, that's what Diamond told me. You can identify as anything these days. Yeah, Diamond goes, welcome to the 20. What she say? I can't remember. But she goes, that logic, there's, because we have that in our house. I should say it sounds like substance disease. Alice and my granddaughter, she goes by Alex. She doesn't identify. She uses new pronouns and all that stuff. It's confusing as hell to me, but it's her, you know, it doesn't change who Alley Cat is to me. I don't care either way. It's, you know, that's everybody's business. But I was like, that one really got me. The height thing. How can you know? Can't change your height unless you cut off your legs, dude. You're still gonna be 5 something. Can't, you know. I just think it's crazy. But my thing is why do they have to even change? Why? Okay. I was always labeled, okay? I'm that divorced kid. Since ring circle was so close to us. Set aside for little people from the circus and their families. You get to stay there. Oh, that's cool. I was always labeled the divorced kid, or the kid that had learning disabilities, or the kid with eye problems. I said, why does everything always have to be labeled? Why can't we just say, hey, there's Tina? There's a little person that lives in my neighborhood, and she's as cute as a button. She's funny as hell too. I bet you. I asked Scott. Scott remembers him a child. She's probably, like Scott says, in her late 60s, early 70s, and she's a pistol, that one. And she remembers Scott. And it's funny when I hear somebody call Scott Scotty. Okay, I just giggle all the time. And Scott and I were taking a walk, and Scott hasn't seen her for years. Scott thought she actually was gone, like dead. And we're walking past, and I was admiring the yard because it's real pretty decorated. And I said to Scott, I love how this yard looks. And I was kind of looking, and this little person comes out, and she says, "Is that you, little Scotty Massey?" Scott's like, "Oh my God." I think her name is Dolores. And she's like, "How's your folks?" She didn't realize she doesn't get around as much. She's in a little like wheelchair walking thing. Scott goes, "Well, my mom died, da 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 da. I don't get out in the neighborhoods like I used to." She goes, "These little legs of mine don't want to do it." I bet you we sat there for an hour and just talked to us. "You want a soda? I'll go get you." So Scott goes, "I can go get it right through the door. If you remember where it is, it hasn't moved since you were a kid." I said to Scott, "How did you know her?" Because we were like maybe 5 blocks from home. His paper route. That's how he knew her. "You haven't changed much. It's about time you cut your hair, young man." Just rolling. He is my paper boy. She's just going on, and she has about 3 cats, and she's just funny as hell. Yep, little Scotty Massey. Yep, little Scotty Massey. There's a couple little older people still in the neighborhood that remember Scott as a child. Just like Paul across the street. The house I'm in was the first house built on this whole road. Scott's grandfather owned most of this property. It was his farm. And then Scott's other grandfather owned the other side because their son and daughter married. And so the pictures I have of this neighborhood is phenomenal that Scott's grandfather took, Scott's great grandfather took, because the thing is, the great grandfather lived on the other side, Scott's great grandfather, because that was Dad's grandfather. And I guess I don't know the whole story, and I have to find it because I know it's in this house. Because on the back, I got their wedding picture. It's in my hallway, gorgeous, of Scott's grandparents being married when they got married. But I said to Scott's dad once, I said, "How did your dad meet your mom?" At a dance out at Bay Beach. If you look up Bay Beach in Green Bay, it's an amusement park, and there's an old pavilion there. And he said he used to walk over here and romance her because he didn't have a car. And so they built their first house, this initial property. It was Grandpa Reno's, and Grandpa Reno gave this little property to Scott's dad, Scott's grandfather. I'm getting confused. Scott's grandfather. And then he started buying more land. And then he started farming it. Well, as Scott's dad said to me, my father had I think they were married 22 years when she died. She'd had leukemia. They didn't, back then they didn't know how to treat leukemia. And Scott's dad was 8 years old when his mom passed away. And when Green Bay, because the airport, years ago, Green Bay's airport was across the road from Scott's great-grandfather's house. Well, then, when they wanted to build Lambeau Field, they had to find a good section of town. Well, up the road, it was all open field. Well, where Lambeau sits, then they started wanting to make subdivisions. And just like you hit 14th Street, it starts at one end and goes all the way to hits in Lombardi. All the streets do that. in Green Bay. They eventually usually hit Lombardy one way or the other. Well, 13th is the only one that doesn't go all the way through to Lombardy because Scott's grandfather wouldn't sell the section on the other side here where our garage is for them to put 14th through. It's like, no, I ain't having no damn road through going through my driveway and my garage. They wanted, because we got a double lot. We're one of the only ones in Green Bay that houses in between actually 3 lots. Because the house on the other side of Scott's grandfather sold that to a widow, so he knew, to build a house on when her husband got killed. Or our house, or this house would be, if he went to sold it, we would have had an open lot, and we have an open lot on this side, and we would have had an open lot on that side. But grandpa sold that side. But he wouldn't sell to the city so they could run the road all the way through to Lombardy. So now there's a cul-de-sac that actually, because we tease Xavier that he's buying his grandfather's land back. Because Xavier bought the house directly behind us, which was a chunk of great-grandpa's, his great-great-grandfather's. We almost bought Grandpa Reno's house back because it was sold when Scott's aunt died. From their uncle sold it. They didn't want to keep it in the family, and then it came up. Then it just sat empty. And Scott and I thought about buying it. It was tiny, but the lot was nice size. The lot's a nice size. But we didn't want to live off the Lombardy. All right. Thanks to Reese. So then some guy owns it. It looks really nice. I was telling him one day we were sitting there talking. I said, yeah, this is my husband's great-grandfather's house. Oh, really? He says, Reno, huh? I'm like, yeah, how did you not? He found paperwork. I'm gel plating tomorrow on Tammy's channel. My Crafty Styles with Sandy at 6:30 my time. So I think that you're an hour ahead of me, right? Yeah. Tomorrow we're gel painting on Tammy's channel. And I'm going to try that. Like I was talking in Casey's chat. I want to get good at doing monoplating or whatever they call it. I don't know if I'll have to try tomorrow. I'll see if I got some metallic. Yeah, I don't know. But I was hoping, and I'm going to try it just to see, to prove myself wrong, because I got all these. Okay. I came across, oh my God, it's heavy. That collage soup. Okay. I'll get the book. I have right here. But then you can go on their website and you can print out some. So I printed out some. And I thought it was, I don't know if it's going to work. Because isn't she gorgeous? This is me printing them. I was like, I wonder if I can use my own prints. Or do they have to have like a glossy magazine shine or something? So I'm going to try. But yeah, I paid $24 for this. This is some office image. And I only paid 99 cents. And what you get for 99 cents, oh my God. Look at it. I haven't used any of this out of this book because I emailed them to see if I rip this out, if I can scan it and print it. So because I want to use both sides. I just don't want to use one. And they said yes. They're okay with that. I got, yep, you may do whatever you want. Because I'm like, what am I going to have to go buy 2 books? Because these look at awesome prints. Even the ones through after, for just welcoming you and accepting getting an email from them, they give you a free sampler of what you can get. It was 60 some sheets. And then I went and bought one for 99 cents, and that one had 75 sheets. Oh, yeah. HP was wondering what's going on. Because I get the HP program. So I joined their paper printer thing, too. because printer paper is not cheap anymore, I tell you. I went to buy it and I'm like, oh my God. But then HP contacted me and asked if I want to join their unlimited paper thing. I got 3 bundles free for joining. And I think there's 50 sheets to 100 in each bundle. And then in 3 months, they'll send me 3 more for $7. And it was $7 more than my ink program I was in. I was like, yeah, I'll join that. I talked to Scott about it. He's like, yeah, that's a good deal. I'm never out of ink. I'm like, and I was going to buy a new printer a few weeks ago. But I realized there wasn't that big a sale on the printer I picked out. So, because my printer behind me is probably on its last legs. Some days I feel like, you can do it. Come on, Bertha. You can print. I'm going to cut a few more because I have a lot of space on here. So give me a quick second to do that. But I'm like, you can do it. Keep on going. You can print. You got it in you, girl. Yeah, I named my craft items. Let's see. 2, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, I think I can get 4 more out. I think no. Let's see. 1. Jesus, can't figure this out with this paper. See, 1, 1, 1, 2. Oops. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Grab 1 more. I'm trying to use up all these little pieces that for some reason I made. I forgot yesterday and the day before. I started doing these little things daily and I already failed because I missed what today is. The 18th. When was the last day I did? Oh, that's it. I forgot 16th, 17th, and today. Just a little art thing for the month of January throughout. So I'll do 3 later. To catch up. I forgot. I'll be honest, I totally forgot. That's half the problem. I trace. I don't. Okay. One more. I told Scott this is what I want for my birthday. And he's like, okay, because my bigger one broke. So, and I really don't like this one. I'll be honest. I really don't like this. I'm using this when I have to. But I like this. And my bigger one, this broke. I'm a second time one broke on me, so I must be. But I've had it a while. So I told Scott, I want a bigger one again. So that's what I want for birthday. Which is in March. Which seems so far away, and it's not really. Oh, if I figure this out, I'll have one extra. So I'm going to need this one. Okay. All right. Of course, when it broke, my grandkids are here, and I asked them, "Do you know how this broke?" No, because I knew it was fine before you came, but oh well, it's replaceable. Not that major. Okay. I may have cut that one too narrow. Oops. I have to glue the other one. I don't know what the heck I was doing here. All right. I tell you, I ain't ever buying this purple Elmer's glue again because I do not like it. I will be completely honest with you. I do not like it. I'm going to buy that extra large stick that Kathy has. Tomorrow, I'm hoping. I don't think I'll get another one. Yep, we'll save that. Okay, so I got 2 extra made. I'll put them over here. They'll turn into something eventually. Put them in. Boom. Yeah, look at narrow. That's all right. I ain't even worried about the damn glue on it. Except for that. Too much pain in the butt. It's getting sticky on my desk. That's why. I'll wash my desk here a little bit. Oh, this one's not even glued real well. Let's get that going there. Here we go. I really cut that short, but it'll work. I wear it. It's down. Yeah, corner that down real good. Boom. What time is it? Oh, you know what, guys? Well, you saw me so far make these. I've got 2 more, and then I'm just gonna kind of go around, border, make a border on them. Do some, and get some of all my stickers, maybe some tissue paper. I want them flat, not bulky on top, so that I can mail them with a couple stickers and an envelope out in February to all the people that are in the ATC trade. Get it. Let's show you. So Miss Kathy, before I end this live, has this ATC trade going on. And we're also, at least me, Kathy. I don't know if the other ladies. So far, I got 2. I got this one from Sabrina. I love that little porcupine. It's so cute. She did such a good Mixmedia on that. She always doubts herself in Mixmedia, and I tell her all the time, that's awesome, Sabrina. She sent me, and I'm like, that's awesome. Go for it, girl. Let yourself be free. And I have to fix this one because there was a little purple button here. This is Sabrina's. This is Deidre. She is Crafty Deidre on YouTube. And Sabrina's Crafty Journey. I keep trying to cover her name because I don't know if she wants to public. But that's Deidre's. I like how she did the background, and then she has the pattern paper, and then she's got this beautiful image. But there was a little purple button right here, but it broke in mailing, so I'm going to fix that. So them are the two I received. But let's hang on. Do something real quick. This is right here, and I'll link Miss Cat's channel in this live if you see this later. If by chance you've never been on the Miss Cat's Crafting, you want to join in the 2024 ATC trade, contact her and she'll let you know all the details. It's very easy. Also, if you're a new subscriber, you go tell Kathy, I'm a new subscriber from Tina. You get put in a giveaway for yourself and for me, I guess. Am I saying that right, Kathy? Mine is in the mail to you. No, it isn't. I have it here for tomorrow's mailing. That's fine. I'm doing the fun. If I don't get any back, I don't get, I'm happy. I like creating. I like to send it out throughout the world. Like next summer, well, this summer, I should say, Scott's Body, you know how they have those lending library or like free little libraries in people's yards? I don't know if they do that in Florida, but they have these little houses or little things shaped, and it's little shelves in there, and you can pick free books out. I've seen one where they put canned goods in it. I've seen free art. I'm getting a free art one and a free little library one. It's going in the front of my house in my little between my two trees. Scott's buddy's going to make them for me out of the little frame house out of scrap wood he's got. And then I'm going to paint one like Mixmedia style. And I'm going to put free art out there. The only thing I'm not putting out there because a friend of Scott's who has an art, a lady down the block from him, she has free art. She does rocks, and he finds them totally in their yard. Kids pick them up and throw them all over. So I'm not going to do that. But if I do like little ATC cards or maybe a wind chime from the Dollar Tree or something, I'm going to put it out there. But so back to what I was saying. This is Serena's envelope I did. That's so if I get any more little business cards like from this one right here, I'm going to move it over now. I'm going to put business cards that I can't get this year if I buy something, and they're all going to go in there right like that. But Kathy has drawings. If you comment on her videos, you're a new subscriber, let her know I sent you over, because then you get put in a drawing. I get put in a drawing because you brought over. The ATC trade is very easy. You make an ATC card and you send it out, and you're supposed to receive one back. So I sent mine out. Most of them should be getting the rest this week. I know you got yours. Sabrina got hers. I think I read a couple of other people got theirs. And I'm going to put them in my binder. I got them sitting here. I have to get that out. I was in that damn closet yesterday, too. That's why I decided to go with the composition book, because I happen to be in a closet. But and I love this idea. Loved it when Kathy came up with this idea of taking this stuff that we receive from people if they send little happy mail and doing a page dedicated to them. So this is Sabrina's page. She has 3 because she had so much in there. She knows I love Van Gogh, so she said a couple things she had of Van Gogh to me. That's awesome. And then over here is another thing of Sabrina's. This is a little envelope, so if I get something from Sabrina, I can put it in there again. And I date it. And this is Deidre's. And she had this I love this card. Each card has a positive inspiration message to start your day. I want these. And I love what she sent me. Today I am confident. Today I am who I am, and I am capable of doing anything that I put my mind to. Love that. I'm going to message her and ask her where she found these, because I want if this is a set, I want to buy that. And then this is her card, and then all the goodies she had in there, I put in there. This is off her envelope. So if I get goodies from like Kathy, I will do the next page, and so forth and so forth. Fill up the whole book. And I don't know why I already had I I don't know if maybe I was going to use it as an art journal, because these are all my pages of myself. I had them in the back as well. Not the back cover, though. So I'm going to do the back cover today. But Venture Up Across the World is what I put on my book cover. But it's fun. I will link that in the description from Miss Cat's Crafting. And she has awesome giveaways, ladies. And she's very loving and giving person. She always has giveaways. Sometimes, watch her whole videos, because you never know. It's my husband this morning. He's laughing when you said that. Yeah, that'll do, or something like that. He's like, what are you watching? He goes, I said, Miss Kathy. And then, so I had to come over, and he's sitting there, because he only had like 15 minutes to be home with me. That's okay, cool. And I was upstairs. I was just waking up, and I started watching a video actually on my phone. I even commented on my phone and came back down when I got downstairs to make, because sometimes I comment on videos on my phone, they don't show up. So I came back downstairs to make sure it was in there. But he is giggling. Yep. And I was telling him our concept. He was like, that's a good idea. He walks in my room once in a while and does that. But then if I go to his room, I just shake my head too. My husband's okay with everything. But he knows I buy a lot of good deals from these stashes, garage sales, same this fall. He asked me, when's the last time you bought anything at a Hobby Lobby? I said, when was the last time you took me? He goes, a few weeks ago, but you walked out with nothing. I go, yep. Because I had Christmas money. He goes, and then we went to Joann's. And I go, yep. He goes, and you still walked out with nothing. Yep. Did you ever spend it? Yep. He goes, what'd you buy? I said, a new cordless glue gun, because I burnt up my last glue gun that was plugged in, and Allie got this one for Christmas, and my granddaughter Allison, she's took every glue gun home with her that I had, the little ones, and she's burnt them up. She calls me, Nana, I don't think I can return your glue gun. I'm like, which one? Because I got this one for the kids didn't know what to get me for Mother's Day, so I told them what I wanted, and Xavier gave money, Scott gave money, and I got this one. I like this one because it's heavier though. It's a big tip though. And I haul this puppy outside all the time. When I'm doing outdoor projects, that's where I use this a lot. But my smaller one, I burnt up. So I needed a small glue gun, and Diamond bought Allie this from Santa. Allie got this from Santa. And she told me she highly recommends it. And I think it was like 20 something. So I got that. And I don't remember what else. There was something else I picked up too. For my Christmas money that Scott. It was Christmas money Scott gave me because he didn't know what to get me. But then he's like, what did I get you? Because he took me shopping. He took me. He goes, you walked out with nothing. I said, yeah, because I walked in with a purpose. I didn't walk in. I kind of looked, I look. There ain't nothing that piques my interest. I don't buy it. I look at the paints. Nothing on clearance. Walked down this aisle. Didn't see anything. Didn't find. I was going to buy a new Tim Holtz air dryer. I do have my mom's white one. So I didn't buy a new one. I bought a glue gun. Because I had a dryer. I didn't have a small glue gun. It was driving me crazy for smaller projects, using a big one. So I went with that instead. But he was so funny. What did I buy you? Like, what did I buy you? You bought me a shaver and some wrench. That's funny. Oh, and then he did buy me a Christmas ornament. It's real pretty. I packed it away. It was in a mall. I went to the mall without me. He did bring me dinner. So I can't be too. I don't like the mall. I'm about fed up with Amazon delaying deliveries now. My arm. My webcam is not going. I know it's awful these days. Yep. I got Coda's. Kathy, I got one of Coda's Christmas presents Christmas Eve morning. Or no, Christmas Day. So he got to order a gift from me on Christmas Day because it came. All of a sudden, me and Scott were headed out the door to go to Diamonds at 4. We were out at Diamonds by 5:30, 5:45, and Amazon pulled up at the end of the driveway. So I hurried up, went back in the house, and I wrapped it. And it was supposed to be here like a week prior. I know. But if they're not getting, depending where they're getting their stuff, that's the problem. How long did it take you to get your glue sticks? That's all I need to know. I'm hoping when I order them tomorrow, I get it like Saturday. I really want to. I'm tired of this purple glue stick stuff. I'm gonna get what I have left. I'm sending home with Rue. Well, you know what they did to Diamond? Diamond bought this. That is your gift. There you go. Yeah. Your taste sucks. What? By the way, your his. I hope his sucks. See, Scott and I we went to the furniture store. We went to Lazy Boy. Because Scott wanted a Lazy Boy. We bought new furniture. The first time I've ever had brand new furniture in my entire life, or like living room furniture. I always got used or hand me down. So when we moved here, I said to Scott, I want new furniture. Because Scott's dad left me. He told Scott, you give Tina some of that money you're getting. It's only fair, you know. And so Scott gave me money for a trip, which then I proceeded to give to my son for his house. And which is fine. I'm glad my son's in his house. I don't need to go to California anyways. So we're at Lazy Boy. We're picking out furniture. And first he's like, why don't you get a couch that reclines? No, I don't want that hit in the back wall. Our living room is it's not very big. It's very, you know. And I'm like, no. So we're having this whole, I was this close from walking out of Lazy Boy. That man. So the sales clerk, she was watching us, and I sit on this couch, and I'm sitting there for a while. And he goes, what? I said, this is a couch I want. I like this style. It's comfy. I've been sitting here for 30 minutes while you walked around this store. I don't want a couch that has a plastic piece in the center that you can put cups in. And he goes, why? I said, we have 6 people other than ourselves that invade our house. That's not including Saber and Chantel. I said, so think about it. Where's everybody going to sit in our living room when the couch only sits 2 people? You're not going to want them in your recliner. Yeah. So at least let's get a couch that we can possibly put 4 people on. Okay. Then the logic got in his head. And I don't want recliners. So when the grandkids, because we had a recliner one that the neighbor gave me, she moved out. She was moving to her boyfriend. She asked me if I wanted her couch. And I'm like, yes. Because my couch was getting to see better days. She just bought it when she moved in our house a year before. So it had recliners. Well, guess what? Hoda and Riley, constantly. Up, down, up, down. I wasn't having it in this one because I didn't move that couch. I gave all my living room furniture. Scott's cousin Chuck practically that he bought another chunk of land right next to his, and he's making the other trailer on it. He's remodeling the trailer. He's going to have it. He lives on a beautiful lake area, and he's going to start renting out as an Airbnb. So he took my couch. I didn't have to move anything. He picked it all up. And so I was about ready to kill that man that day. God, I was like, and the sale clerk comes in, and she goes, I've been watching you two. She goes, I'm about to slap the both of you. She goes, I just started laughing. She goes, she knew I was going to fed up with Scott. And then I said, tell me something, honey. He's like, what? Who's supposed to be getting the furniture? I said, I want a new furniture. Yeah, why? I said, so let me pick some out here. He's like, okay. So we finally picked out a couch and then the lady says, do you know you can pick any pattern and we can fit it to your couch, your recliner, your chairs. So Scott's couch or Scott's chair printed it's not a gray, it's not a black. It's really, I like the color. We both agreed on the color because I don't like prints on furniture. I don't want flower. I don't want swirls or whatever. I just wanted a plain colored couch. I didn't want bright. So our couch is like a dark. It's not quite black and it's not quite gray. I'll go take a picture. Where's the phone? Oh, right there. It's a weird color. It's oh, hang on. It's more like a gray than a black to me. But this is, see, that's my couch right there. See, it's not a black, but it's not a gray. It's really good. And then this is Scott's chair. And then the funny part about my chair, that's my chair. It does recline. I wasn't going to get a chair. I don't spend enough time in the living room, so I wasn't going to get a chair because I didn't think I needed one. I'll sit on the couch if I come out there because I'm downstairs. I'm in here. He watches more TV than I do. Well, then I sat in that chair, my chair, as they're doing the paperwork for the couch and his recliner. And I'm sitting in his chair, reclined it, and I fell asleep in a public building in Lazy Boy. And Scott says to the lady, can you add that chair in the sale, please? And she goes, what? She goes, I want that chair. I had different pillows picked out. So he's like, baby. And I'm like, what? I'm like looking at her. I'm like, oh. He goes, like that chair? I'm like, buy it. I said. So he bought me the chair. And then I had to change the pillows because I had different pillows picked out. Because I got free pillows when I bought the couch. Yeah. So, God, I was about ready to. Ooh. I'm like, I said to him, you say one more thing to me. One more thing to me. I said to him, I'm going to the car and we're going home. And then she called me back and I got the carpet. I don't know if you can see the carpet in any of my pictures. And the thing is we took Diamond Furniture shopping and because, oh, you can't. But my carpet actually looks like, my chair. On the bottom. But it matches my chair. That carpet was $1,200. I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. She called me because Lazy Boy here was remodeling. They had all these awesome stairs. I got that carpet. That was a $1,200 carpet for $100. She called me. She's like, you know that carpet you looked at, Tina? And yeah. She goes, it's $100. I'm on my way. I told her. We paid $2,000 all for me and Scott's furniture. Diamond paid $2,300 just for her couch. We got a Lazy Boy recliner. Mine is a Lazy Boy recliner too, but a different type. And yeah, Diamond went to Furniture Row. Yeah, where we went to Lazy Boy, and they had a great sale going on because they're remodeling their store. But I'll never go furniture shopping with that man again. I hate shopping in general. I go in, I get what I want, and I'm out. Scott spends more time walking around a store than I do. I hate Walmart. He knows I don't like Walmart. I just don't like Walmart. We have to go to Walmart. We have Target and Walmart. And now we got Meijer. I didn't care for Meijer when we were in it. I think I cut that too short. Nope. We used to have a Kmart and a Shopko, and they're gone. So I don't got many choices. All right, so I got these done, and now I'll kind of just make a border around them, and then I will leave the rest to be surprised because I like to surprise on them to be surprised when they get them in the mail. So they'll be decorated, and you won't see that part because I want the people that receive them, if they come in here, like Kathy's one, I'll probably get one. I want them to be surprised when they open their little envelope, so you won't see how I decorate the rest of them. But real simple little ATC backgrounds. You see how quick that was. I probably could have done it in less time if I quit gabbing. But that's all right. I'm a talker. Never claimed not to be. There we go. Add a couple more. Boom. You might still see the little sayings on it forever, however I decorate them, or you might not. It all depends how I go. That part comes. So there they are. I got a whole stack. Bam. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and I think I send 10 out. That's in the group. So for that signed up. I need to get some more people in there. Hopefully me talking about it and you talking about it. I'm going to get some more people to do it because I love trading. I used to love doing pocket letters. Love doing pocket letters. I haven't did a pocket letter in a long time. But I'm going to call it morning. I'm going to clean up a mess here. Little pigeons, little things I keep. I ain't going to keep. Recycle that. So, if any of you guys are interested in doing the ATC swap, go over to Miss Cat's Crafting, aka Kathy's World and Friends, just in case you're like, wait a minute, that's changed the channel name just to confuse her. Her and Janie are in a row. Janie comes in and I'm like, who's that? And then I have to think, oh yeah, always working us out, Trucker Janie. But and go over. If you're new to her, make sure you tell her I sent you because then you can get in a giveaway, and so do I. So I will talk to you all later. As always, be happy, be kind, be safe, be funny, be crafty, and bye for now. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.